go. Awesome. How you doing, Byron? Got Byron there. Hanging out, chilling. Let's see. I'm definitely rusty. Rusty with this. Most definitely. There. Keep myself up in the corner there. Not bad, not bad. Let's move that down a little bit, actually. Bear with me here, folks. Got to get back into the flow of how this works. How you doing, Byron? My good friend. He sent me something special today. Well, I got it today. I think it came yesterday, the day before. Wasn't paying attention. Little did I know. Little did I know. Let's put me in the center here. There we go. Looks a little bit better. Turn that annoying bell off. Text to speech. I don't want that on. Where's the... Oh, that thing. Let's turn that off. Byron's doing good. Fantastic. Helping Rosemary with her Tamiya 148 SDF KFZ 232 armored car. That's her car? Got her first car, did you? Fantastic. A 232. Not bad for a first car. There you go, Rosemary. Fantastic. Well, I got Stargrave up on the shelf there. I absolutely love it. I gave it a quick flip through. Shot a little quick video, inspired as I was. And yeah, there it is. It's definitely going to be my first, well, one of the first. I got one-page rules. Going to play some Grimdark Skirmish. I'm going to play this. So that's going to be either first or second, one or the other. I'm going to pull out the Sisters of Battle, see what I could come up with. Yeah, I'm gonna take a deep dive into that one. Thanks for that, Byron. I really appreciate it. Did not expect it, although it was lingering in the back of my mind for some time. Did not expect it. I didn't think too hard about what is he sending my way. What could it be? I didn't think too hard about it. But still, the thoughts lingered. And sure enough, not only that, got a little supplementary material as well. Yeah. Can't have a cake without icing, right? There you go. Boom. I am all set, ready to rock and roll, rumble, have a great time, and all that other good stuff. So I appreciate that, man. It's great. There's Dizzy. How you doing, Dizzy? I see you there. You could pop in any time, Dizzy. I got time here for my game. Well, this kind of is game prep in a way. Actually, it's my way of getting back into the flow because I haven't streamed in about 3 weeks. Let's get some background ambience. Because some people out there are painting along to my fantastical voice and background music. Just makes the day, doesn't it? Fantastic. So yeah, that answers your question, I hope. Stargrave Madness. Oh, I'm not even in Discord. Hawaii. Let's see. I guess I should go in there over here on this laptop. Ooh, the stomach's rumbling. Valifor. Why does it say Valifor? Let me change that. Why does that say Vala for? Edit server profile. Oh, crying out loud. I don't know what I'm doing here. Server nickname. Let me change that over to GM's Alcove. With a dash. With an underscore. Where's the underscore? The button I seldom use. I can't find it on my keyboard here. Where is it? Oh, it's this thing. GM Z. Oh, come on. Don't freeze up on me. GM's underscore Alcove. I guess that's right. Do I need an underscore there? I guess not. No, I don't. Let's save that, shall we, Dizzy? Let's save that. All right. There. That's right. Got an exclamation on my account for some reason. How you doing, Squirrel? All right. GM's Alcove over in the community chat. You gotta pardon me. I haven't done this in weeks. I'm a lost cause. Let's get the Discord camera up. God, it looks terrible. What is happening? Need better lighting here. Whatever. Now, let's get me over here on this laptop. Let's see. What mat is that? That mat, by the way, Byron, in that picture with the smoke and all that stuff, that is a cigar box battle mat by I gotta mute this. By Cigar Box Battle Mat. My good friend Corey runs the company, and he does fantastic stuff. Let's mute this laptop over here. Okay, good. Gotcha, Dizzy. Gotcha, Dizzy. No problem. I'm going to pop in the Foundry here too as well. Got Squirrel there. Squirrel Hermitage. Of the Hermitage. Still at the job site. If you're on when I get back to the hotel, I must assuredly tune in. What time do you get back? I got a game of Pathfinder tonight. Not till about 6:30 or 7. Got the Squirrel. I liked how it had hills. You put some clothes or fabric on it, yeah. Old towels. Well, not old towels, but, you know, towels, things like that. You could put anything under those things. I made a whole video on using these Cigar Box battle mats, how I use them. They're fantastic. I got a whole bunch of them. Gave one to Jesse. I'm going to send a couple to my friends. And if I have spare ones I don't want, I got more than enough. I was going to send one to Doug, because he's been using just green arts and crafts paper or something. Very old school. I figured, send him one of the extra ones I have. Yeah, Cigar Box, they're not cheap. They're a little bit bigger than 6x4. They come in smaller ones too, 3x3s, but again, they're a little bit bigger than that, so you can put things underneath them. So they always overlap your table edges by a good foot length and width. So they're bigger than 4x6, and they have all kinds. They even got some that are gridded. You know, either 4 or 6 inch grids on it if you play games that use grids. They've got some dungeon ones. They've got there's 2 different fabrics that I know of that they use. I can't think of the names of them now. It's not felt. One's got, like, you know, almost like teddy bear fur. almost, but it's much smaller. Well, one is fleece. And some of them are double-sided. And then I don't know what the other one is. I think the normal kind is fleece. They're not cheap. They're like 60, 70 bucks for a 6x4. So they're not cheap. But they're high quality. You could throw these things in a washing machine. Say Rosemary dumps over a Coca-Cola or something on it. Hey, look out, Rosemary. You know, you got problems there. You got to wash the damn thing now. Well, no problem. Throw that in the washer. You're all set. Heck, when it's cold at night, you can wrap up in them. Hey, it's fleece, remember. You wrap up and keep the feet warm. Dual purpose. Should be one in everyone's bug-out bag. I'm telling you right now. So let me see here. Anyway, today's just a kind of a update, I guess, stream. A little bit of game prep, that kind of thing. Not doing any painting yet. Not until I get moved. And that could be as soon as tomorrow. I've just got a few things left, big things. I got my bed, my cats, a little table here, and my desk that I do my streams and run my games on. And all my paints. I'm going to box them up and shuttle them over. That's really it. And I'm good to go. I'll give you guys a tour when I get around to it. But yeah, we're getting all set. Long nights of working. Can't forget the katsa. By the way, Dizzy, thanks for that. That game you sent me my way. I appreciate that. I still have to go on there and accept the gift. I don't think I've logged into Steam in a few weeks yet. Yeah, I appreciate that. That's great. Now I got some good zombie action to take care of. You know I love zombie games. Fantastic. I'll have to stream that when I get around to it. Gonna have some zombie action. Compliments of Dizzy. Dizzy Rogue. Boy, it's cold. Holy smokes. Actually, it's only 46 degrees. Only. It's time for shorts. Right. Gotta head down there where Byron's at. It's probably a chilly 75 degrees. I'll take that over this. I wish I had recorded his reaction when he first tried it. I was laughing so hard I was in tears. I bet. There's Iron Man. How you doing, Iron Man? Again, thanks for that, Dizzy. Got Iron Man in the house. Snow on the ground. Blood on the saddle. No problem. Snow on the ground, really? Holy smokes. Wow. I don't look forward to it, but I think when I get moved, it'd be a lot better. I don't know why. It's just across the yard. What's this? Application audio. 63 degrees and overcast and raining here. 63. That's a little bit chilly. But I'll tell you what, it's also not bad. Every time I see a video of Florida, I think of Byron. And his invite. Come on down. You know I'll jump that train. I'll stay with you during the winter season. Then I'll come back. You put up with me for 3 months. Yikes, 3 months of that guy? I play games like every day. All you got to do is keep me in a nice warm spot, water me, and throw some bread my way. I'm good. Yeah. Very low maintenance. I'm the equivalent of a potted plant. No problem. I could sing. It'd be good. 3 months. 3 months of the Fritzmeister. And take a train back, and I'm good for another 9 months. Anyway, folks, I've been hard at work here. That's why you haven't seen me on the channel here streaming, which I usually do like every day. But I haven't been doing that. Some of you know what I've been up to, my big move. And it's taking a lot of my time, a lot of my energy, draining the resources. So it's got to get done. But right now I'm just like one more day away to getting it done. My next broadcast will be from the new studio, the new house. Of course, I got to set everything up. 90% of my stuff is nothing but games and figures and paints. It's ridiculous. That's what I've been moving for the past month. Making a lot of repairs. Getting parched. Excuse me. But that's where I've been. The only streaming I've been doing is my game sessions I host every Sunday. Rain or shine, which I'll be doing tonight as well. I got that to look forward to. So there is that. But outside of that, you guys haven't seen me. But stay tuned. I've got a lot of projects and a lot of good stuff coming to the channel. Particularly if you like miniatures, if you like wargaming, you're in for a treat. I'd probably say about 75% of my subscribers fit that bill. So I know I've had a lot of people asking about my bat reps, my board games, not just the painting and the role-playing. So yeah, you're going to see a lot more of that, because guess what? I got my tables back. Got a brand new camera here, thanks to John Longshore. Which I'm not using at the moment. Got my cheap camera going right now. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming very soon. Maybe even this week. Major changes. Might even change my brand. I might even change the name of my channel. So if you see a new channel name popping up, say I didn't subscribe to them, it's probably me. You'll know. It'll be part of the title. But yeah, there's probably going to be some change there as well. Not that I don't like the GM's alcove, but I don't think it reflects what I'm doing here as much as I'd like it to. And of course my other channels, which I have, they'll remain intact. Oops. Like the Dash of Elan, Forge and Brush, so on and so forth. But yeah, good things. Good things, man. Good things coming to the channel here on YouTube's. And I'm excited. What is this? Well, that's fun. Gotta keep that on. So anyway, folks, that's what I'm up to. That's what's been going on. We'll see who wants to pop in with me today. I gotta go over to Discord or go over to Restream or something. What do I have to go to? I have to fix something here. It's this. community chat. Let me copy this and paste. We're going to put it in our stream because it's not showing up. Right here. Let's put it in there. There we go. That's me over on Discord. We are excited as well. We're going to start a YouTube channel in 2024. Wow. Looking forward to the change, says Dizzy. It'll be a good change, Diz. Be a good change. Not that I feel more inspired here. Well, that's good news, Byron. Wow. Who's with the channel now? Is it using Rosemary? What a nice name, Rosemary. Is this more a game club thing, or? Let's see, the camera's cutting off my head. Oh, it's a piece of paper. What else? Discord voice. I don't know if that works. I better test that tonight too. That should actually work. I'm always using that setup. What do we got here? Web. Let's go to the web. Let's go to the web. Plan is to use it beginning to moderate level models. Beginning to moderate level models and gaming constructs. Building, painting, and airbrushing. Ooh, airbrushing. I saw Rosemary there using an airbrush. Pretty damn good there. Nice. I take it she's got some experience with that little bad boy. I don't know. Picked it up quick. I've never used an airbrush. The Abomination Vaults. Oh, I see Dizzy's in there. Here she is. Quick, everybody. Head to Foundry. No, go away. I don't want this here. Oh, I popped into Foundry last night for like a couple minutes. Updating. That's about all I did. Let's see what's over here today. We'll let that load. Excuse me. Well, that's good, Byron. I'm glad you got a channel going there. That'll be fun for you. You'll enjoy that. It's good fun making a channel. Make sure you send me the link. Well, you probably already got a channel. It's called the NVSK. That's your username. That's the name of your channel. By default. Yeah. I'm sure you'll rename it. Unless you make a whole new account. And there it is. The Abomination Vaults. Dun, 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 dun. Karma was in here. I think she was. She rolled the die. 1 day and 7 hours ago. Yeah, she was in here. Jesse was in here 6 days ago. Jesse played from my house last session. That was interesting. I got 3 days in the forge. 3 days in the forge foundry. Literally redoing the NPC sheet about 10 times. Nearly fell asleep at my desk. NPC sheet. Yeah, I spotted that actually. I went in here specifically, not only to update, but to look for what you've been working on. I think it's right here. Is this it? That's your color, purple. Amethyst Night Song. Working title. I won't give away any more. Yeah, you got to fill this in. The background, that's what I was looking for. What is this? Effects? Feats? Yikes, look at all that. Yikes, you really did fill this out. There was nothing here before. So I assume this is the character, since you own it. Nobody else is in here that you made. Except that one. Let me change the ownership on that one. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Why is that purple? Why is that purple? That's not your character. Jesse must have 2 accounts. I don't know what it is. Anderson. Everybody keeps making characters in here. I don't know who they are. Anyway, let's go back to the chat here, see what's going on. Hey, Fritz should hopefully know by now that once I start something, I don't stop till I get it right. Yep. Yeah, that's right there. You go. There you go, everybody. There you go. Now everybody knows. Oh, 1 second. So what are you working on now, Byron? What are the 2 of you working there? You said there in the beginning, but I don't remember what you said. I'm. That's all I got, Byron, is I'm. I'm working on King Tigers. The old Battlefront resin minis. Ah, the good old resin ones. I had a lot of them. Dizzy says, I need to send you the updated image for the character. I nearly forgot. Send away. Send away. I'll put it on there now if you want. 14 of them. 14 15 millimeter King Tigers. The Grosskatze. We're dying. Pepper's Charge. Piper. The Battle of the Bulge event. Yeah. The secret German mission. Let me see here. I'm all over the place. Okay, Dizzy, I got it. Pretty evil, I must say. Yeah, that's all right, though. That's fine. That's a fine. I want you to start working on a first level character, too, for the one-shots. Could be anything you want. Something from the remaster. You're going to be playing in some... I got a bunch of one-shots I'm going to be running, set in Otari, so you're very familiar with it. Going to bring in some new players. I've been thinking about bringing Byron in. He would enjoy that, Byron. There's a game for you. Some of my one-shots. Just some Pathfinder one-shots. You know, change it up things a little bit. And I want to do some level 1 character adventures, but I think the ones I have are for level 3 and up. So, but it's easy to bump your character up if that's the case. But Dizzy's going to play. And maybe some other folks. Maybe Rachel. I want to get some new people. Byron, you'd be perfect. It's not anytime soon, but it'll, you know, it's coming up. And I'll let you know so you could play. That'd be perfect for you, Byron. Little one-shot. Probably take a couple sessions, a few sessions, but, you know, it'd be good fun. It'd be good fun. It's like old times. Could bring back Ramirez as a level 1. Or level 3 or whatever it's going to be. Or you could play something totally different. Yeah. I got into rogues because of you. I've been playing in Kyle's campaign as a rogue, and I love it. I love it. I'm a total convert to rogues. Yeah. Have they put out the updated version for the Pathfinder guide, or is it still the same? Yeah. The Archives of Nethys should be updating. It should be updated now. I'd have to look at it. It's called the Remastered. They might have a separate section for Remastered. I don't know. I'll have to look. But yeah, you can have access to it all there. Just the remastered stuff. The game doesn't change. It's just that there's some changes. And a lot of word changes, name changes. We've been trying to get used to it in our campaign now, little by little. In fact, I'm going to go take a look. Let's look at the character sheet real quick. Because one of the big changes is there's no more alignment. And looking at this, they have taken alignment away. So yeah. Yeah, there's no more alignment here in the character sheet. Wonder how they're handling... It's replaced now with anathema and... What's the other name? Things that you pick. Let me look here through the sheet. Coins, equipment, divine focus spells, blah, 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 blah. Crafting? Who cares about crafting? Where would they even put? Personality categories, dislikes, beliefs, likes... organization, blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's nothing in here yet. It says ancestry, heritage, background, class, deity, ethnicity, nationality, gender/pronouns, which is ridiculous. But anyway, size, speed type, senses, traits, languages, attributes. Over here on the left, we've got hit points, dying, wounded, armor class, perception, initiative. Got saves, class DC, immunities, blah, blah. No, there's nothing there for your anathema and the good things. Things that you live by. Things that define you. I guess they're optional anyway, but there should be a section for that on here to replace, you know, alignment. I don't see it. Anyway, there's changes that they're implementing piecemeal here. But the books were released. The remaster books were released on the 14th. I'm going to wait till February when the what are they called? Not the mini rule books, but the pocket editions come out. That's what I'm waiting for. They're so cute. I like the pocket editions. Easier to read. Some giant hardback. Let's get back to the chat here. Ramirez will return. Rogues are the best. Sweet. Says Dizzy. I immediately noticed the absence of the alignment. Oh, there you go. Dizzy caught up on things there. Oh, they moved the height and weight to the background page instead of the first page like it used to be. How you doing, Ryan? There's Ryan. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, they don't have height and weight on here. I guess it was on the front page. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it's over here now. Really stands out. Likes, dislikes, beliefs. Nah, they don't have nothing for the anathema and I can't think of the other term. The good things. Yeah, but I keep this updated, so little by little the remaster stuff is being implemented until it's fully in there. You'll notice a lot of word changes and things. Yeah, I wonder if all the classes are available. Because not all of them are available with the remaster. You got to keep using the old ones. Let me see. Let's go to actors. Let's create an actor. Let's make a player character. Let's name him Gilead. Gilead. We're going to create him. And okay, let's see here. Let's go to Ancestry. Let's see what options we have. Oh yeah, these are all the Ancestries. Remaster and the originals. They're all in here. Catfolk. So what you do is when there's a class or a race, or an ancestry as they're known in Pathfinder, not available in the remaster player book, and there's two books. There's the Player Core 1 and Player Core 2, which comes out later in 2024. If you don't see an ancestry that was in the original game, and it's not in the remaster, what you do is you go back and you play with the original ancestry. They just haven't gotten around to updating it, but it's totally compatible. None of the stuff from the old book is done with. You know, it's still there. It's just, you know, hey, there's no more alignment. Things like that are kind of important, but he just used the old rules. And the same applies for classes as well. Although for simplicity's sake, I would say if you make a new class, a new answer, you're going to play a new character, try and limit yourself to the stuff they've done with the remaster. Like if you look in the Player Core Book 1, which is available, you'll notice some of the classes are missing. Some of the classes are missing. Like for instance, where's the Paladin? There's no Paladin in here. What's going on? Paladin is going to be out in the second core book, which comes out later. So what do? Well, you just use the old original Paladin. There might be some errata to apply to it. But it's, you know, we're up on the errata. That's what you do. So when I say Paladin, I mean champion. But ideally, kind of stick with what's been remastered. I think the sorcerer's in the second book, not in the first book. So the sorcerer isn't even in there. What's going on here? Alchemist, he's in the second book. Wow, feels funny doing a chat again. I haven't done these in so long. Greetings, what's the big channel announcement? The big channel announcement. Update, you mean? Channel announcement? Did I say channel announcement? There's going to be changes, Ryan. Big changes. Are you ready? Are you ready, Ryan? Ryan is ready as ever. You'll probably see a name change to the channel. You'll also see an increased number of miniatures and board game related stuff. Because I got my studio now. So you'll see a lot more of that. It's been a couple of years since I played a miniatures game. Well, that I documented anyway. Edicts, that's what they're called. Good things. Anathema, bad things. Edicts. Edicts. There you go, Dizzy. Good one. Good catch. Dizzy on the ball today. Edicts. So somewhere on that character sheet, they got to make a space for edicts that you choose in your anathemas. They don't use alignment anymore. They let the players just pick, you know. In some cases, if you're a cleric or something, there's some anathemas and edicts you have to take because you're serving a particular deity. And they have certain requirements if you want their powers granted to you. So it's kind of important, but for those types of characters. But otherwise, it's kind of like optional, you know, which is nice. I posted some pics in the Discord Wargaming Miniatures chat. We're going to check that out. We're going to check that out. Let's get back over to here, so I remember how to do this. Let's put me back up in the corner. Let's see. Discord. Discord. Is this it? No, I don't know what that did. Let's not do that. Let's get rid of it. I think I got rid of it. I want to share some stuff. Let me do this brand new and all over again. Let's do a Windows capture. We'll call it Discord. Share. Yeah. And let's choose Discord. Nope, it's not that one. Where's Discord? Alright. I gotta go find it. I must have it minimized. Where's my Discord? Okay, let's make it big. Miniatures Wargaming. And yeah. Now let's find it. Where is it? Discord? There it is. Boom. Let's bring this over and check it out. Da 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 da. There's a good look at my Discord. There's my video there. Stargrave, newest addition to my collection. I'm very proud. Byron got that for me. There's some work by Kyle as he paints up his new miniatures. There's brand new paints. Compliments of again, Byron. Keeping hope alive, he is. Keeping hope alive. Oh, look at this. Boy, look at all those big old tigers. They're the big uns. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What did you say? There was 18? See one still in the bag there. Boy, yeah, they are the old ones. Metal tracks, resin bodies, metal gun tube. Ah, that's awesome. Boy, you're hard at work there, man. Good airbrush fun. Are these airbrushed? Look at that. Clean. Look at that clean. I think those two in the back there. It's an armored car. It's like the one I had. What's that? Who did the painting, Byron? Is that yours or your partner in crime? There you go. Got a battle in action there. Saxons confronting the Russians, 1812. Somewhere in southern Russia, or western Russia. There's Kyle's work. Check that out. He's learning the craft, learning the craft. Little highlights going on. Cal sharing some bases he just got. Ooh, nasty. Mounds of maggots. Wow. Yikes. Fred's Factorum. He's doing a little how-to with HOTT, Hordes of the Things. DBA Fantasy spin-off. There's more work by Kyle. Knowles. I think that's Kyle in the background peeking through. Who is that? Somebody in the background there. I see a picture. Who is that? That's great. Great work, Kyle. Great work. More bases by Cal. Horrifying. Horrifying bases. Look at these. Where did he get these? Bases I finished. I got these and more at a game store. These are from Secret Weapon. They have been out of business for a while now. Yeah, all right. James is doing some 15mm high elves just for funsies. There's his work right there. Check that out. Let me show one more. Good lighting on that picture. Well done, Kyle. Kyle's brand new to this whole thing. Painting and stuff. He just started for, what, a month now? Thanks to the help of a lot of folks in the community, getting him some paints and miniatures and everybody giving him some advice on how this is done. You know, he's catching on. Oh, I forgot to read this. Byron says, what Rosemary and I are working on while listening in on the chat. I told her about Ramirez and she gave me a look. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. The Panthers are Rosemary's. Her first platoon, 5th SS Viking for Flames of War. The King Tigers will be part of the 503 Schwerpanzer Battalion. And the Tamiya kit she is working on is for her personal collection. How do you like that? Part of her training to become a good modeler and painter. Boy, fantastic. That's great. I'm glad she's digging this. That's pretty cool. It's fun. Okay, let's get that off the screen. Get out of here, you. That's me in the center again. What am I doing there? Oh, let's put it back, actually. Yeah, everybody could have a good look at me. I brushed them, she built them, she painted 2 of them, and she put the decals on them as well. Excellent work. I noticed those decals. And we're going to start weathering this evening. Ah, the fun part. The fun part. Tone everything down. We are headed up to the game store later on to get her some more tanks. Boy, she's in this to win it. Secret Weapon miniatures are so good. Too bad they're out of business. Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, she looks like she's really getting into it. That's great, man. A lot of new people coming into the community. getting into this. Rosemary is one of them. I don't know. How long has she been doing this? Has she been gaming longer than you? You never know. What's going on with the hair? Yeah, it's time for another cut there pretty soon. Got Kyle doing this. Brand new. It's good to see. The joys of painting and modeling. So does Rosemary play, or does she just... I mean, that's the cream of... That's the cherry on the cake right there. She plays too. But even for us, playing the game is just... That's a small portion of this hobby. We spend more time painting and modeling than anything else. That's the real hobby. Being able to play with them. It's like a small part, but a big motivator for a lot of folks. So a long time ago, years ago, probably about 2.5, it was me, couple other folks and Byron. We decided we were all going to play Pathfinder, an RPG together. And we made up our characters. Byron came up with this rogue named Ramirez, a human, And we started playing. We actually recorded some of those sessions. We had a barbarian, we had a wizard. Something else, too. I think it was... I don't remember. I just remember the barbarian, the wizard. The rogue was Ramirez, and somebody else. I can't remember. But yeah, we recorded those sessions. We had a few good sessions. We were playing an adventure called... I don't know the name of the adventure. I can't remember the adventure. It was the one where the dwarf got poisoned. Barroom brawl, all that stuff. Ambushed by wolves along the outskirts of the town. I can't think of the name of it, but we had a few sessions of that. Menace under... No, it wasn't Menace. This was before that, Byron. Before even that. It was our very first adventure. It was a Paizo publication adventure. It was like the very first one they released with Pathfinder 2nd edition. And we started playing it. We only got so far, though. Oh, we had an alchemist. That's who the fourth guy was. He was playing with us for a little bit. And that's where Ramirez got his start. And eventually that adventure died. We never really finished it. We took a break from the game for some reason. And then we started up again. We started Menace under Atari. Yeah, Menace under Atari from the starter box. And that's where Ramirez really played. That was his big experience. After that, we continued it with a new cast of characters, including Ramirez. We played Abomination Vaults, all the same setting, same characters. And, yeah. You remember that, Byron? That first adventure? Where the dwarf was poisoned? That was the one where we're hitting on the owner of the bar. Took me by surprise when you did that. Yeah, totally took me by surprise. That was good fun. We had to go back and finish that adventure, too. Almost died in the first game. Yes. Dying is a frequent thing in Pathfinder. Let's go over there and see if I still have Ramirez. If I can open up the right window. Let's see, Microsoft Edge. That's what I use. Let's look for shared compendium. Class features shared, items shared. Psycho killer. Let's see, is it in here? Gotta look for a folder called shared. I don't see it. Where's my shared folder? It's not in there. Default. Let me look at. Oh, there's nothing in there. Effects, GM tools, cards, character building, hidden items, journal entry, journals, macro, workbench, pre-generated roll table, scenes. All right, let's go down to here. Spells, scenes, roll tables, monsters, monster features, Mishka's maps, map, blah, 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 macros, journal, items, shared, class features, shared, cards, shared, actors, shared. There it is. So this is what I have. Agatha Withertree, Echo, Akara Bransford, Alessandra Sharon, Algaran, Althea, Amiri, Barbazu, Binley, Cassandra. If I don't see it in here, I'd have to go on my computer and see if I still have these characters somewhere. Like I might have Ramirez. Remember, I took pictures. Well, it's alphabetical. Let me go down here. There he is. There's Ramirez. Ronaldo. Let's open up Ramirez. Level 2, dude. Level 2. You got up to level 2. Holy smokes. Yeah, I got him. I got him. There he is. Oh, he's good at stealth and acrobatics. Everybody stand back. Time to hit those monkey bars. Feats. Surprise attack, sneak attack, thief, racket. Those are the class features. Ancestry feats. Ooh, you're missing an ancestry feat. Class feats. You got trap finder and quick draw. Quick draw is excellent. Skill feats. You got charming liar. Then 2 empty slots here you got to fill in. Terrain stalker, rubble. He's good in ruins. Weapon proficiency, martial weapon, dubious knowledge, unconventional weaponry. Yeah, I got your character. We could toy around with this and get it back up to date. He's at level 2. That's perfect. I'm sure you were level 3 though. This must be an older one. Shezzy, Spidey, Tamira, Vesper. All right, anyway, let me close this. See Kyle there? He's loaded into the game. I see his little mouse moving around. Let's go back to the chat here. Didn't finish it. I almost died. The caustic wolf killed me on the first game I played. I remember the caustic wolf. I'm surprised you remember the caustic part of the wolf. Yeah, they were caustic, all right. But I was not totally dead, just dying condition. Yeah, there you go, dying condition. I remember Alessandra and Alara. Yeah, they're still in there. They're still in there. Off to the graveyard. It's terrible. Oh, it's good fun. You get to make a new character. It's about as fun as playing the game. Let me turn this on. Let's check Wi-Fi. Let me close this. For some reason my Spotify screwed up. That's better. Excellent. It says I'm streaming over in Discord. Huh. How does it know I'm streaming? Must be linked to my YouTube. That's interesting. Well, there you go. That's pretty cool. Also says I'm listening to Spotify. Boy, I can't do nothing in secret here. What's going on? Okay, let's get back to this. Right now, the party's level is 8, which is pretty amazing. As a matter of fact, let me make a shift here. I have to change my scenes. Hopefully, this won't disrupt anything. So let's change our. Well, this camera's way too bright. That's my other camera. Test, test, test. Mic works. Let's test out our Foundry sounds. Let's see if it's picking up. Yeah, it is. So yeah, I got a bunch of one-shots I'm planning. I love the lower level stuff, so I'm looking forward to that. Some other games too. Mostly free league stuff like Alien and The Walking Dead RPG. I feel like The Walking Dead, Byron. There you go. Some other stuff I'm planning on doing, change it up a little bit from Pathfinder, because our campaign here is almost over. A couple more levels and that's it. Gonna take a little break, do some one-shots, try some other games, then we'll get into our next campaign. Test, test, test. Is my voice too low on here? I think it is. The last time I streamed. Test. I think the last time I streamed, my voice was really low. Discord voice, I can't test it out because nobody's in here with me. Let's fix this. Actually, I don't want to do that. Sorry, folks. I'm all over the place. Let's put this back on community chat. Come back over here. There, it says GM's Alcove. Let's make it like this. Shrink. Alright, fix the camera. Don't know what's going on with that. We can't have that going on. Not a chance. I suppose you guys can hear the creepy music in the background, right? As we delve deep under the abomination vaults, the godlight as it's known. Yes, adventure awaits. The companions. Let's test out our intermission screen. Hold on. And back again we are. Let's do our intro. There we are. Music cut off abruptly. It's episode 82 tonight. Let me see, go to my outro, change that to 83 next week. I think that's right. You have to fill me in, Dizzy. What's the episode tonight? Number 82 or 83? What's going on here? I think it's 82. Party level 8. Change up the layout of the screen a little bit for the next episode. Looks good. There. I gotta test out the Discord voice. Oh, 1 second here. The laptop's dying, gotta plug it in. Oops, I was muted. Creepy music. Can hear it? Good. Excuse me. How about my voice? Is it the right level? What do you think, Dizzy? What do you think, Byron? What do you think, Rosemary? Let me read something. This should be perfect right now. Just loud enough. Slowed, you have fewer actions. When you regain your actions at the start of your turn, reduce the number of actions by your slowed value. Because slowed has an effect, at the start of your turn, you don't lose actions immediately if you become slowed during your turn. If you're both stunned and slowed, actions last to slowed count towards stunned. Wait a minute. And slowed actions. Lost to slowed count towards stunned. How's that? Voice sounds good. Excellent. Excellent. Just need to turn the gain up a little bit. Good depth and volume. Ah, filters. Filters. Gotta get that masculine voice after all, don't we? I love doing this. One thing I gotta do here is turn down see that creepy music. I like to have it planned for the video. It's good for the video. Oh, there we got Dizzy in here. Let's see if the volume works. Dizzy, feel free to say hello. I hear nothing, Dizzy. Unless I'm messed up. Let me go back over here. There we go. I was messed up. Go ahead and say hello, Dizzy.
I was going to say, I know I'm not deaf or muted, so...
Yep, there it is. There it is. Dizzy, everybody, has made her appearance. Voice is coming through perfecto. Excellent. Let's move this over a little bit. How you doing, Dizzy?
After spending a week in Pathfinder, I have gotten so familiar with the wizard, I'm just like, you know what? I'm torn between wizard and witch now.
The witch? I think the witch is in the remaster. Core Book 1, which I'm happy about because I love the witch.
I've done so much research on the wizard. I've actually almost passed out at my desk.
That's okay. Keep the wizard. Yeah, I bet you did. Keep the wizard. The wizard will be fun. A basic wizard is so cool, so awesome. I'm surprised more people don't play it. Farley played it. Patrick played it. He was awesome with it.
The only thing I couldn't remember is if the wizard gets focus spells or if that's just the witch. I couldn't remember.
I think they both get focus spells.
Okay.
I think they're called something different. I'm sure the wizard gets them. Let's take a look at the wizard.
I know the witch has the hex spells. I can't remember what the wizard ones are.
Yeah, that's right. The witch has hexes. Some of them are basically focus spells. The wizard, let's see, sorcerer, WX, should be the last class in here. Wizard has arcane bond, that's not it. It's a bonded item. Thesis, spellbook, cantrips, heightening spells. Alright, that must have something to do with the thesis. During self-fledged winning a town, but you gain special benefit depending on the topic. Okay, what topics we got here? Proved familiar attunement. You've long held that proved stations part for the bond, familiar wizard feat. Your familiar gains an extra ability and gains additional extra ability when you reach 6th. I think they might actually be able to take as feats. They might be able to take them. Because I don't see where they get focus spells.
Yeah, that's why I was doing
Maybe
a lot
they
of
don't.
research on Wizard, because I looked at the spells and I didn't see anything about the spells I'm familiar with on the Witch, so I was like, do they even have...
Probably not. I'm not seeing anything on that.
I will be right back.
Okay. Yeah, maybe they don't. Sorry, folks, got a little distracted there. Focus spells. Let me make sure everything is good here. Excuse me. Time is it? 3:35. I guess they don't. Focus spell is a fun little way to cast magic spells without using spell slots, which is normally how you power a spell. If you're familiar with D&D or Pathfinder, a lot of other games, they use spell slots to cast your spells. You fill those slots with specific spells of a specific power level. Well, focus spells don't do that at all. They're just extra spells you know, and the only cost to cast them is your pool of focus points, which is capped at 3. So you might know a focus spell like, lay on hands, and you can heal somebody. If you got a focus point available, you can cast that focus spell. Boom! That's all it is. That's all a focus spell is. They're just little easy ways to cast spells. Extra. That don't take slots. And that aren't cantrips. So, non-spellcasting classes like paladin champions can have, magical abilities without actually having slots and be a full-on spellcaster. It's a nifty little way to do it. I just noticed the chat isn't on the screen. I don't think I'll put it on here. This is my other layout. But regardless, I could see what you're typing there. Because I'm just that good. Nope, Kyle's gone. Let me see. Volume, turn that down a little bit. Ambience, turn that up all the way. Or actually, no, put it right there. Yeah, that'll work. Wonder what else is new here. Let's roll something. Let's roll something for Kyle's character here. He's gonna strike with a sword. He draws his bastard sword, waves it left and right, cutting through the air. Take this, you vile creature. He strikes. He gets a 37. A d20 plus 19. He's got a +4 for strength, a +14 for being a master, and weapon potency +1. It's a magical sword. Oh, it's a longsword. I thought it was a bastard. Let's see, 14 level. He's got +14 for being a master. That's 6. 2, 4, 6. That's 6 plus 6 for there. Then a strength bonus, which is plus 4. So plus 6 for master. And his level, which is 8. That's 14. 8 and 6 is 14. So that's how come he gets plus 14 for master proficiency. Wow. That's a lot. Okay.
I'm back.
How you doing, Dizzy? Let's roll some damage here. He's going to roll 2d10 plus 7 for his longsword, which is magical. It's a longsword of striking, plus 1, so it does an extra die of damage. He got a total of 21 points of slashing damage. It's also considered magical, because it's a magical weapon. And he's got weapon specialization, plus 3. Total 21. Wow. That's good. So before we get started here, Dizzy, is there anything you want to share? We are live, so... I mean about your character that you made. You don't have to.
I mean, they can see the image of what the character looks like. I'm not against that.
All right, let me grab it. Yeah, I don't want to discuss too much details about the character and what's going on with that. But I will say that this is great. Great ideas. I like the background. I'll probably tweak it here and there to fit. But what I'm envisioning... Go ahead. What?
Well, I was just gonna say the heritage. I was trying to make it fit, but then once I was gonna get done with that part, I was gonna let you take a look at it, get your opinion on it, and see if there's some things that maybe you want to change about it. I'm currently working on the background right now.
Good. Let me see if I could just add this picture you gave me. For now. Fear of the gods. I won't do a token yet, though. But it should show up on the character sheet. So, if I share that, you guys watching the stream can see it. This is an NPC character that the companions will be encountering. Not what I envisioned completely, because I wasn't thinking of a spellcaster type. But that's fine. It's just a visual thing for me. So that works. That will work. And yeah, I know exactly how it's going to make an entrance in this particular campaign. I know what's going to happen. And I know how it's going to play in the long term with the other campaign involving the other companions. And I think I mentioned that to you, Dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give it some longevity. Because it's a good idea. You know, I like it. Since the other campaign is more my creation. As opposed to an AP, so I got plenty of room to do whatever I want. So yeah, that's where it'll be making an appearance. A big appearance. It'll appear in this, but it's going to play a big role in the other campaign. With Althea, Arthurian, Sheppy. That's all we'll say about that. In the interim, You can make a couple level 1 characters, or maybe a level 1 and a level 3, whatever you want. Make a couple level 1s, a couple of them, so you could try them out for these one-shots I have planned. And yeah, make them level 1 because it's easy. And that way, if you want to bump it up, so let's say we're going to play a one-shot, but it starts off at level 3. So you need level 3 characters. All you have to do is just bump up that one character you made by 2 levels, and it's good to go. In fact, you might even want to make 3 different characters. Just try out some new things you don't usually do. From the classes and ancestries available. That'd be fun. You'll like it. Let's see if I'll get Ramirez in here. He'd enjoy that. The return of Ramirez. Oh, there's all the dead characters. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's actually more than that. I think there's like 7 characters that have died in this campaign so far. I got 5 of them right here. Let's change our music a little bit. It's always so dark. So this is Otari. Actually, this is Otari down here. It's a village. Right here. This is the Starstone Isle. Also known as the Isle of Kortos. Lies within the inner sea. Land exists to the north, the east, and the south. Mainland, I should say. Pretty famous island. Not the least of which is it is the home of Absalom. Probably the largest city in all of Galarian, known for its splendor and its variety of magics and religions. Its wealth is well known. The city at the center of the world, it has been called. And that's Absalom. Of course, this lies to the east of Otari some distance. It's quickest to get there, by boat, of course. Otari is a small fishing village, after all. That's the center of our campaign for the last 2 years of real lifetime. We had another campaign that Kyle's been running up here in a region known as the Veld. Campaign I actually got to play in as a player. Of course, in our current campaign, which is the Abomination Vaults, it's centered on Otari. The heroes known as the Companions. There's currently 8 of them in all. Half of them have departed to the north on a secret mission put forth by a hooded character, a shady character known as Scalanus of elven descent. Great danger lies in old Cheliax. The power of Belcora extends well beyond the Starstone Isle. And of course, the companions, half of them anyway, have decided to depart to Cheliax and meet with this Scalanus once again in a month's time. While the remaining companions stay in Otari and delve even deeper into the Gauntlet, where it is said Belcora still lives and raises an army of abomination creatures. For what purpose, no one knows. But that's the task the companions are currently undergoing. So the Cheliax excursion, as I'll call it, is my second campaign. And it's going to document the travel to Cheliax and see what's going on. See what role Belcora has to the north of the Starstone Isle. Does her fingers reach even further beyond the Gauntlet? Who's to say? Do the serpent folk play a role? Who knows? But we're going to find out. And that's my other campaign, which we're going to be picking up with shortly. How you doing, John Longshore, you wild man, you? Long time no see. Been a while. Just doing a little pre-game mental work here. Updating everybody on where I've been as well. And some things about things that are coming. One more day, John. One more day. It's going to take one more day of moving, which is going to be this week. And I'm done. The next time you see me, it'll be from my new studio. Of course, I got to set things up, and that's going to take a while, but you know, I'll be out there. I say one more day because, you know, when I move my bed and stuff, I got to do it one day, you know. I got a bed, I got a desk where I do my streaming. I've got my little table here next to me. I've got all my paints. All that stuff is the last to be moved. Oh, and my TV and cats. Don't forget the cats. That's all going to be done in one day. I might do it tomorrow. Yeah. Mules are still cheap. It's only across the yard. Come on. But that's where I'm at. I'm almost out there. And throughout this whole process, it's been a breeze. It's taken me months to do this, a little bit at a time. The last month, it's been pretty hectic. But it's been a breeze. Everything's just going perfectly. Putting in the floorboards, putting in the door and the wall, cleaning up the brand new fridge. But there was one major setback that took the wind out of my sails. Crushed me. This brand new refrigerator that I spent weeks cleaning. Finally plugged it in. I go in the next day, give it some time to cool off, get working, It's one of those side-by-side modern refrigerators. It's nice. It's beautiful. Too big for me. I plugged it in. I went in there. It wasn't cold. So I checked, all the parts in the back. I forget what they're called. The little compressor-like thing that's in the back. I checked all that stuff. Filters. Perfect. The fan was working. So I figured out that it might be one of the fans, or the fan in the freezer. That's how it shoots the cold air into the fridge and gets it cold. So I tore that apart, and it's never easy. And guess what? The fan wasn't working. It was dead. So I decided, you know what? I have two choices. I could get this fixed, get the spare part, put in a new fan, which wouldn't be easy to do, honestly. And it's expensive. I gave up on it. I said, you know what? I'm going to tear the doors off this refrigerator. I'm going to take the whole damn thing and get it out of here. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I put too much work in this to be set back like this. And decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to spend like $150. Under $200, I could get a brand new mini fridge. That's all I need. That's all I need. This is overkill. So I took the damn thing out by myself. I'm just going to get a mini fridge. That was the one major setback, this whole process. And it's not a big deal. It's just that, man, I thought I had it made there with a brand new fridge. Practically, it wasn't so new, was it? So yeah, that took the wind out of my sails for like a day. But I thought about it and talked to some people, and yeah, I'm doing the right thing. So yeah, we're fine. That was the only setback. And even the past week or so has been just flawless. Everything's cleaning up, going down right. Fantastic. How you doing, nerds nerd? Oh, I forgot I could do this. Oh, wait a minute, I can't do it. Damn it. I was going to highlight the text here. I forgot. I can't do that on here. I'm not capturing it. Let me see. Let me put it on the screen real quick. I think it's a browser capture. Let me call it chat highlight. Got me and Dizzy in here just chit-chatting. She's all excited. Got some characters she's working on. I forgot how to do this. Wait a minute. I remembered how to do this. Bear with me. I haven't streamed in a long time. All right, let me see. I need this. Save link as open link. Copy link address. That's what I want. Yes. Let's whisper. Copy link address. Yes. Can you guys still hear me well while I whisper? That's really low. My gain's pretty high, though. Should be able to hear me whisper. Let me see. Damn it, it didn't work. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta do this again. I captured the wrong link. I want featured chat over. That's what I want. Let me capture this link. Copy link address. Okay, let's try this again. I don't have this set up on here because this is my game screen. Let's see what happens when I do this. There we go. More importantly, there's Nerd. Sorry, John. Let me put this in the right spot. Is that good there? Mice ate all the Freon. Yeah, you never know. Bastards. In Michigan, a power company will pick up the fridge and give you $50. Yeah. I kind of ripped the hell out of it, though. I was so frustrated. I just tore the inside sheets off to get to the fan. You know, they don't come out easy. What am I supposed to do? It's like a 1 foot wide space for me to get in there. So I just tore it just to see if the fan was broke. Well, it's more than a foot wide. I think a foot and a half. Still, I'm not lanky. I don't know about you, John, but I'm not lanky. I can't do it. Did I have a nice Thanksgiving? Yeah, I had a nice Thanksgiving. A beautiful Thanksgiving. There's a lot to be grateful for in life. And if anything, that's a day to ponder such things. No family stuff or anything. No big meal or anything. Just, that was about it. My big holiday is Yule, so it doesn't bother me. Did you build a tiny home or another full-size home on the property? No, this is my old man was a contractor. He was always building stuff. All this property, I'm surrounded by houses he built. But he built a small little house out here for my mom. Long time ago. And he later converted it or expanded it so that it became a house on its own, single-story house. And it's big now. There's like 2 separate apartments, you could call them, that I'm going to connect. So where I'm at now, the one side of it, my sister used to live in, my brother used to live in it, and I'm going to move in. But the last time my one sister lived in it was like 8 years ago or something, 6 years ago. So yeah, there was a lot to clean up. Just left a mess. I got to repair some things still. I got to repair the roof a little bit, section there. I got a shingle in the spring. But that's all right. I was going to do it this year. I got to put a little roof on a porch over the front door. It's okay. I could do that in the spring. And it's got a bathroom, a kitchen, which is attached to the living room, and a bedroom. And then it's got a back room that I've closed off because part of the roof has to be removed because there was a chimney there my father built a roof next to, and that's a big mistake. It's a natural stone chimney. So it was leaking. Moisture got in, and it just destroyed the roof back there. So I got to do all that next year, and that'll give me access to 2 new rooms. But, yeah, I'll worry about that next year. Yeah, so... Of course, my living room is nothing but a giant studio for gaming. And video. Next to it is this open kitchen, so it's great. Little bar there and everything. That's fantastic. And I got a bedroom where I'm going to do all my streams and paint-alongs and run my RPGs and stuff. Much nicer in there. You'll be able to see my games in the background, you know, when I stream. My books upon books and games. I think it'll be appropriate. So I'm essentially moving into a game studio. One day when you come to visit me, Byron, I'll let you come in and see this marvel of work that I'm working on. Still plenty to do yet. Don't come banging on the door yet. I'll let you know. When I'm open for visitors. Got a lot of landscaping to do yet. Garden in the back. Yeah, lots to do, but that's what I like. I like having lots to do. Control Alt Delete. I'm not sure our guys care about the condition. Yeah. What do you think, Dizzy? You're lingering in here. What do you think? Spider-Man! Come on,
That's a good
Dizzy.
question.
Come on, Dizzy, what do you think? What's going on here? Okay, that's enough of that, Dizzy. It's enough of that. Calm down. Don't get excited.
Well, I was trying to think at the same time I had my train of thought about the character.
Keep focused on the character. Don't let me distract you. Don't let me distract. If I was living by myself, says John Longshore, 3 rooms would be totally enough. I agree. I could live in 1 room. I practically live in 1 room now. A 13-bedroom house, and I live in 1. Again, I'm minimalist here. I don't need much. Do let me know, and me and Rosemary, says Byron, will come visit. We will take the Amtrak up there. Oh, that'd be awesome. The Amtrak. I'm going to take the Amtrak down to Florida. Awesome. Train ride better than a bus ride. I think. 1 room and 3 storage units then. Yeah, that's the thing. The storage is the problem. Man, I carted out so many books and boxes of gaming stuff. I mean, crafting stuff. Bags of sticks. Bags of foam. Not much. I throw all this stuff away. I don't store all this like a pack rat. But I still have it. I still got bags of sticks and foam and rocks. All this crazy gamer stuff. Tons of miniatures that I've been trying to get rid of forever.
You've got Bjorn down in Abomination Vault's chat.
Okay. And that's about 90% of things I've moved. Don't have much clothes. I could get by with a breechcloth. I'm fine.
Grief, Fritz.
There you go. Too much knowledge there.
You'd freeze to death.
Yeah, I would. I'd rub some sticks together. I'd be fine. Yeah, not much there. It's all game stuff. I live for the hobby. That's all I can say. I live for the hobby. And my cats. A toga. That's all I need. Well, I'll give you a tour, John, when I get it all fixed up. It ain't going to look like much. Just a lot of boxes. I'll have the game table set up, though. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Dizzy, I can't wait. I can hardly contain myself. Going to have my game table set up again. Always with a little terrain on it, and so I could play a game at any second. Yeah, that's going to be my living room. Jesse and Jake are going to come over. Yeah. I got lots of shelves. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nice shelves spread all through the house. I'm going to fill them all with books and games. One might actually have some terrain on it, you know, next to the game table. You'll see. You'll see. It'll be awesome, John. You'll love it. What did you say? He's over in Abomination Vaults?
He's down in Abomination Vault's chat.
All right, let me message him. Because he joins around 4. Let me message him.
I don't know why. For some reason, I'm looking at the proficiencies, and I feel like I'm missing a few.
Missing a few what? Feats?
Proficiencies.
You mean skills? What do you mean proficiencies?
Yeah, I meant skills. Sorry,
What is this thing you speak of? Proficiencies.
this is what you get when you've done a week of Pathfinder and you've been reading the book nonstop.
Oh. Let me open a character sheet real quick. Let's see. Inventory, spellcasting, crafting, proficiencies. Ah, that's where you're getting it from. They're called proficiencies on here, which is your skills. You know what, Dizzy? This is the best way to learn to play. Create a character at level 1. You start to learn all the terminology and all the basic stuff. That's how you learn this game.
That's what I did. I started at level 1 and I just worked my way up through the levels.
And none of this skipping around. Start off making a level 5 character. Gotta know what you're doing. Start off at level 1. Get that all figured, and then see what you get at level 2. Add 'em. See what you get at level 3. Add 'em. Level 4. Add 'em. Add 'em. Done. By the end of it, it's like, shit, I know how to play this. Pardon the French. But yeah.
The thing was though, I couldn't figure out the skills was based off the intelligence or not.
All the skills in there are based on your class. The proficiency, they're all based on your class choice. Specific skills are tied to specific abilities, like athletics is tied to strength, stealth is tied to dexterity, and so on and so forth. So it depends on the specific skill, what ability is associated with it, and thus modifies the skill. Your dex modifier modifies your skill in stealth, for instance. If you're unskilled, you're unproficient at it. But you still have your dexterity in the case of stealth. So when you make a stealth check and you're unskilled at stealth, you're only adding your dexterity. That's all you get. But if you suddenly become skilled in stealth, now you're adding, on top of your dexterity, you're adding extra modifiers, which is bundled together and called proficiency. And that includes your level and your proficiency in the skill. Those two values are added together and equal your proficiency modifier total for that skill. A little bit more detailed than D&D 5e. You know, what 5e, it's just basically your proficiency bonus is based on your level. A +2, a +3, a +4, a +5, based on your level. The higher you are up in level, the bigger your PB, your proficiency bonus. So the question really is, since your proficiency bonus is fixed all the time, what are you proficient in? Oh, you're proficient in stealth. Oh, you get to add your proficiency bonus in stealth checks. That's so simple. But it's much different in Pathfinder. You get a little bit more detail with where your bonuses are coming from. It's not just your ability score and PB. It's your ability score plus your proficiency in the skill, which is a total of your level plus your proficiency in the skill. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go back to the chat here. If I cleaned up a room and tried to use it, my wife would steal it. She has a rule. All space is mine. Yeah, that's hilarious. Ah, the married life. John Longshore continues. Level 1, you become a master rat killer. There you go. Master rat killer. I like it, John. So, I am level 0. Never killed a rat, but I do own cats. There we go. That's John Longshore. I think I've been playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition since it came out. So what is that? Let's see. It came out in 2019. I didn't play, though, until 2020, I think. With Byron. So yeah, I've been playing about 3 years. 3 years. This campaign is... The Abomination Vaults, I think, is... My videos are as old as 2 years. So add on top of that what we were playing before that, which was Menace Under Otari, and that other adventure me and Byron played that we talked about earlier. So that was 2.5 years? Maybe I've been playing 3 years. And I still don't know how to play this frickin' game. What's going on here, Dizzy? I can't do it.
I've been playing with you for 2.
Oh, Kyle. We've been playing that freaking long. Yep. Since it pretty much came out.
Yep, since the AV. I was here at episode 5. Rachel was here at episode 4.
Yeah, yeah. So I termed this a learning campaign because even I was learning the system. So it was like, you know, everybody's welcome. Oh, my camera's screwing up. What is that? Let me turn that off and back on again. There it is. So yeah, that's crazy. The thing, though, I like about it is the fact that there's still things in the game that we've never used yet that are exciting to kind of think about using. Like, we've never used rituals. That's fun. Not to mention...
I was really close to dipping into the ritualistic archetype.
Yeah, yeah.
I was really close. Because we've never done that. We've never used rituals.
Yeah, they're kind of interesting how they work. Byron's...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, there is an archetype for it.
By the way, Kyle, Byron is in the chat. I let him know that you got the package. You got the paints from him.
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, I'm having an absolute blast. That other Slayer that I have was actually painted with the different colors that you've sent to me, Byron. So appreciate it. Turned it out really decent. I went with a blue top, a white hood, and still a rank ass amateur, but I'm getting there.
You're doing good, Kyle. He's letting experience be his teacher, be his guide. He's trying all kinds of stuff. Ah, I'm not good at painting. I'm horrible. I've just been doing it a long time. I'm by no means a master.
Yeah, I've seen what you're able to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of shut up and took a lot of notes from Fritz about how he was doing different techniques. Been listening to James as well, like that thing that he told me to do, which kind of made my own ink. Took some gloss varnish and mixed it up with the paint. That worked spectacularly.
What is it now? Fill me in on this.
All right, it's real simple.
Mm-hmm.
Take one large drop of whatever paint you're using, to
Okay.
about 5 drops of matte varnish, well, gloss varnish, because you want that sticky look to it, like that wet look, and then you just mix it up.
Gloss?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you just mix it up, and it gets really, really thin,
Mm-hmm.
and you just paint it on like you're making an ink at the house.
So it's like an ink.
Exactly. I just made my own ink, and you can do it with any color that you want, because all you're doing is taking 1 drop of your base color and putting in your glossy varnish, which waters it down and thins it, and it dries clear. So it's kind of like acrylic in a way. So kind of gives you that shiny appearance.
I'll have to tell that to Jesse.
How is Jeff?
I haven't talked to him since the game. He's doing good. I messaged him, but I haven't talked to him yet.
He's supposed to be here tonight, ain't he?
Yeah. I think everybody. As far as I know. I was thinking about calling the session off because I've been working on this house and I was going to do more today, but nah. But this will be like my probably the last one stream that I do from this house.
There you go.
I'm excited though. And Byron sent me Stargrave. I've been busting him about sending that to me. Come on, Byron, you got it sitting there. You don't want to play it no more. Send it my way. I'll take it off your hands. I think he went out and bought a brand new copy on Amazon, plus a supplement. As far as I know, that's what he did. So he's got me all set and excited to play some Stargrave, which is kind of a very skirmish RPG type miniatures game.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's perfect. So I'm going to jump right into that when I get all set up.
Yeah, I saw the little video that you did there. I love the artwork, and yeah, I actually didn't know that was from the same guys that made Rangers of Shadow Deep. So
The same guy. McCullough is his name or something. I think he's an ex-GW guy. He started writing his own games for Osprey Publishing, and his first publication was Frostgrave, which is a fantasy-type skirmish game where you build a group of adventurers based around a magic user who go into this frozen city, and you battle other factions, other groups of wizards. You're all after these things. I don't know what you're after. I didn't really like it much. It just felt funny to me. I don't like using D20s for a miniature game, and it used D20s at the time. I think he's changed that now with a new edition. But yeah, and then he went on to make some other games. Stargrave, which is like a sci-fi version where you make your own crew and go out exploring space hulks and things and have sci-fi battles with your miniatures. It's got RPG elements in it. And Rangers of Shadow Deep, which is a solo-focused game of fantasy skirmishing where you build up your little group and travel through the mist on these missions to save the land. And he writes novels, too. He's got some Frostgrave novels. And it's basically just him. He's not a big company or anything, but...
Well, that's awesome, because I have played Rangers once upon a time quite extensively, so yeah, I'm excited to get going on the miniature side of it. And I'll mention something else to you about that ink. Like, say, like if you wanted to like have a lighter shade of blue, like you want to mix dark blue and some white, you can do that, and then all you have to do is add your varnish onto it, and there you go. Ink's ready to rumble.
Rosemary suggests, Rosemary, which is Byron's partner in crime there when it comes to painting and other things too, I'm sure. She suggests I switch from vape to a tobacco pipe. And she also says you should narrate children's books, not just any books, but children's books. She says you have a good voice, Curtis. Well, thank you, Rosemary. I appreciate that. I'll have to break out one of Jake's books and read it here live in a stream. Once upon a time, in a land long ago, there was a duck. The duck's name was Kyle, Sir Kyle. And he had a wonderful group of friends. They danced and they frolicked through the meadows, hiding from the farmer. Right? Maybe I'll grab a children's book and we'll read it live.
Hey, I'm Dave.
Fred's Factorium joins us. That's a 100% true statement, both with the kids' books and the pipe. Yeah, I'll have to get a pipe. I used to smoke a pipe. Need one of those long ones like a wizard. Let my beard grow again. Gather round and we'll tell some tales. Right? Appreciate that. So how you doing, Kyle?
It's been one of those weeks, but yeah, and a kind of a disappointing Thanksgiving, but it was all right.
Disappointing.
Yeah, sister didn't stay around for very long. Kind of pretty much just ate, stayed for like an hour, and then bailed.
Is she doing okay?
It was rough on her. She didn't want to say it, but it was rough on her. But yeah, I went down after the fact and talked to her there for a while, and yeah, it was rough on her. Kind of having everybody kind of smiling and upbeat and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, hey, I get it, but you know, that was kind of a rough one there, but we got through it.
Is she older than you or younger?
Older. I'm the baby. I'm the youngest.
You think she would like playing in games with us?
My sister's not a gamer.
Oh, that's not true. She nerds out on computer games.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to ask her. I mean, I could pretty well get her set up with Foundry and stuff. That wouldn't be much of a problem.
These games are all about social interaction. That's really what it's all about, these RPGs. So if you don't get into social interaction, you might have a hard time. But
yeah, like I'll drop her the line and say, hey, the invite's always here. Just let me know and I'll get you set up. That ain't no biggie. But yeah, she was like, this is kind of my first Thanksgiving alone. And I'm like, well, I get that. But, at the same time, I'm kind of glad you are alone. You're not dealing with that situation anymore. So, yeah, spent a lot of time down there with her this week and just kind of hanging around,
Yeah. I get that. I mean, I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving like traditionally would. So I know what that's like. I used to. But we don't have much family interaction anymore. I mean, that's one reason why. But like I was saying to John, I still had a pretty good Thanksgiving because it's, you're more focused on what it's really about, and that's being thankful and grateful for the roof over your head and other things, and that's really what it's about for me.
Same with Christmas.
It's not so much about the big dinner, annoying cousins and whatever.
We don't really have the cousins over. It's pretty much just us. Kind of how I like it, because I don't get along with a few of the cousins there.
That's the
they
way
don't really get along with me, and I don't. I kind of look at it like this: if you're only going to talk to me once a year, you can kind of shove it up your ass and don't ever talk to me. And that's just kind of my stance on it. it's been a long time since family was family. That's
Yeah.
kind of why I gravitate toward you guys so much. You guys are the family that I chose.
Yeah. I appreciate that. We all got each other. Nerds.
Yep. Through good times, through bad times, through worse times. But we got through it. Now we're gonna play some Pathfinder. Probably gonna get my ass whooped again tonight. I'm gonna pick a fight.
Time is at 4:30. I got to do some game prep. I got to do some freaking game prep.
It's gonna be wild, Fritz. It's gonna be gnarly.
Yeah, let's not get crazy. I'm not ready for this stuff.
I'm gonna go back to the tavern. I'm gonna burst through the door and I'm gonna make the band perform in front of us with nothing on.
Yeah, there you go. Getting crazy. That's what you're doing, Kyle. Getting crazy.
How?
What?
I told Fritz about your reaction whenever I got you the 7 days to die.
What is that? Like, what the hell? Like, I spawned in, and then all of a sudden just got frog jumped by like 8 different zombies. Like, what the hell?
That'll be fun.
Welcome to 7 days to die.
Yeah.
I love the zombie stuff. I'm all about the zombies. Let's go check
I'll be
that
fine.
out.
Once I get some weapons, I'll be fine. And then I'm gonna go on with like a full tactical kit loaded out. Just gonna go around sniping people. Kind of like how I did in Wildlands there for a long time. I'm just gonna go around and start sniping people. Start planting C4 like on the fallen zombie corpses that just...
Gonna play some Walking Dead RPG with me?
You damn right I am. I love The Walking Dead. I was actually reading on the PDF that you sent me. So, hell yeah. I'm game.
I'll be getting a review copy pretty soon. So I'll have a hard copy of the damn thing, which is essential. Then I'll dive into it. I've watched a little here and there. It looks really good. It's got some interesting. It's a role-playing game, heavy type of game. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
As you'd expect, it's based on the TV series, as opposed to the full-on comic book. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of drama. You know.
Mm-hmm. A lot of tough choices. How do you survive? Because that used to be a big thing of mine. Like, we would all kind of sit around and we would watch the next episode of The Walking Dead, and like, you know, so I watched from the first episode to the last, and yeah, I loved it. Didn't necessarily agree with a few of the character choices, but I understand why it had to be that way, and it made for a better story. So. Yeah, fantastical. Loved every minute of it. The trip through Atlanta, you know, they did a really fantastic job. And from what YouTube videos I've seen of the game, it really emphasizes that. How do we survive? It's not what you do to survive. It's can you live with yourself after you've done that to survive. So I'm really excited for that.
One of the cool mechanics is, I think there's 2 things that your character can latch onto for stability and support. And whenever, I think Call of Cthulhu has something like this, but
It does.
you, like say the 3 of us are playing Walking Dead, I create a character, and let's say I choose Dizzy, her character, as someone I'm very close to, I'm connected to. Let's say the other second one maybe is an old medallion from my mom back when things were right. Well, whenever your stress goes up and you have problems in the game and you're falling apart and you're almost losing your mind, I could go to Dizzy's character and that'll give me a bonus to recover. It helps me to recover and get rid of that stress or those conditions that suddenly apply to me and therefore save my life. But by the same token, if Dizzy's character dies, it shatters me, brings me to the bottom. It might even kill my character. But there's an element to that to it as well, mechanically, where you're connected to the other characters, specific ones, and they have more importance than you would normally have. That's pretty epic in a role-playing game, and fits the genre. Something else that's pretty cool about it is that, like a lot of free league games, like Vaesen, for instance, not Dragonbane for some reason, but Vaesen has this, and it's where you have your group has a base. In this case, The Walking Dead, they have like a haven. And it's basically a base that all of us are connected to. And the base has its own character sheet. It has a defense value, it has a capacity value, and all these cool mechanical elements. So it's an important part of our group. We have this frickin' base that can be attacked where we launch our missions from. This kind of thing. So there's the haven, and it has its own character sheet to keep track of as a group. That's something else that's pretty cool.
That's pretty nifty and not really something we've seen a whole lot. So yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna have to play around with it, and I'd love me some zombies.
Yeah,
and, yeah.
That would
see if we can band together and survive.
That would be a good change of pace.
Oh, absolutely, and we could kind of make it like our own kind of, following in the footsteps, kind of thing.
And we'll see who wants to play. Dizzy, you're welcome to give it a shot. Kyle, maybe we'll get Rachel in there. It'd be a nice change of pace for everybody.
Absolutely. I'm down.
Yeah. I got some other games I'm thinking about just to change it up a little bit, but that's one of them. The Walking Dead. Fred says, family is not about the blood in my veins. It's about the people who are there through thick and thin. Well, what is family for? Think about it. What is family for? Family exists when times get tough. Those are the folks who are there for you. There to help you. That's what family's really for. I tell this to my sister all the time. Who else can you depend on if not your family? So it's heartbreaking when your family doesn't talk and nobody gets along and they don't feel that way. And it's like, live your own life and disappear. Because sadly, that's the truth a lot of the time. But yeah, Fred, it's just... Yeah. So when you say we're all family, Kyle, I take that serious. That's a big deal. I appreciate that. Because not everybody has family.
I'm just the redheaded stepdaughter that nobody wants.
Ah, the redheaded stepdaughter. We get slapped around all the time. Quiet, you! Get back in your corner.
Come on.
Terrible, Dizzy.
Yeah, it's definitely...
I wasn't expecting to run with it, Fritz.
Or she did.
You're welcome. We're all good here.
I was just sipping on my drink and all of a sudden I hear you run off with it. I'm like, whoa, okay.
The old backhander. It's all good. Anyway,
I can officially say that after a week of being a Pathfinder, my brain is now literally fried.
Yeah, Dizzy's been hard at work. She's working behind the scenes. And keep it up, Dizzy. Keep it up.
I've managed to clock in over 300 hours now.
What, do I owe you money now? What is this? Clock it in. Time card. What's going on here?
Well, I'm getting that knowledge in.
Yeah. It'd be nice if we all got paid playing this. Some people do.
I know, those lucky little bastards.
I've thought about it. I've thought about it myself. I don't think I ever have. No, I haven't. I've thought about it years ago. I used to think about being one of these so-called professional GMs. But that involves a whole bunch of things that I don't normally do. Like, I don't play with strangers. Plus, I don't play a lot of games that are popular. If you want to see this as a business now, you got to consider what you're playing, too. So it just changes it. And I know this because I paint miniatures for a living. You know, so I'm already in the industry, in a way, the gaming industry in one facet. And I don't want to, you know, turn my whole hobby life into make nothing but a business. You know. So I don't take that too serious. Although it's not a bad idea, but I don't think I would do it. Okay, Kyle, you owe me $20 an hour. $20 an hour. Come on, dish out.
Yeah,
You too, Dizzy.
Since I've been here almost the longest, does that mean I'm grandfathered in here?
Yeah. Wait a minute, that'd be a lot of money. $20. Let me think. $20 an hour? No. Let's say $20 a session, and that's cheap. That's cheap. $20 a session. That's cheap. So if you have 4 sessions a month, it's $80. Let's round it to $100. $100 a month. So by the end of your year, you've paid over $1,000 to play in my cheap game. Double that, and it's a little more reasonable. Would you pay $2,000 or more a year to play in a really professionally run campaign? When I say professional, I mean on time, well organized, role play considerations, combat. It's kind of your jam. You're getting what you want out of it. Would you pay over $2,000 a year to have that?
Not really. You do all of those things for me, so yeah, I don't. I mean, well, no, because you can run any of the adventure path, and you know, and then there's that element of, you know, stranger comes in, they're paying for a seat. You know, you don't build that camaraderie as well as you normally would have, in my opinion. It's just a transaction at that point.
Yeah. That's a lot of stress on the GM. Because now he's responsible to the players financially. Because they're paying him.
Yeah, exactly. And then you run the gambit of, oh, well, this person wants a refund because they weren't happy about it. And then you got to, you know, go into all that crap. And yeah, no. Yeah, not my particular cup of tea.
Let's read here. I want to get to Byron's message here. Fred's Factorium says it's truly heartbreaking when your birth family doesn't care. I have been fortunate enough to build a new family through people I've met in the journey through life. Well said, Fred. Byron says, Curtis, we are, gotta put apostrophe there, Byron, going to get ready to head to the game store and we'll listen on the drive over. Got to collect the money from my sales at the swap meet this weekend. The Level Up Gaming store. Level Up Gaming. I have to look that up on Google. Level Up Gaming. You might see me sitting out in the front door there one day. Took the train down. That's great. All right. Go ahead, Kyle.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, family is the ones that you choose. I mean, I've had a rough go. Ain't no way around it. You all know my kind of past, my history, especially when it comes to my family. Yeah, things kind of imploded real quick. And so, yeah, you guys are the group, you know, the family that I chose, family that I choose to stick by. So that's absolutely, you know, whenever your own family, you know, disappoints you or breaks your heart, or is never there, you turn to the people who are. And I wouldn't want to play with anybody else. I wouldn't want to really be anywhere else but here. Really. You guys are family. That's just all there is to it.
And that's all
we
there is
built
to it.
something special.
There you go. I see it the same way. These games have a way of bringing strangers and people together like that, and I think this is a perfect example. I've managed to put together a group of who I consider friends playing Pathfinder, all because of this frickin' game. I mean, Dizzy, Kyle, Rachel, Karma, and some others. Ryan. To some extent, Byron, who I've known before this, however. Again, I met him through the hobby. But it's this role-playing aspect, this hobby that we're playing online, that's managed to bring us together. And now we've got this really tight group. It's like, yeah, we're all like friends. We're not like friends. We're like family, as Kyle says.
Much.
So that's pretty amazing that can happen through a frickin' game via the internet. That's pretty amazing. I mean, how many haven't we talked, Kyle and Dizzy, everybody else that's in our group here? Haven't we talked about, we're all going to get together. We're going to rock out over Rachel's house.
Yeah.
Jesse's going to cook up the burgers. Kyle's going to bring up, I don't know, what are you bringing up? Meat. Oh, you're bringing up something good to eat. Dude, you're bringing up the dots, the candy.
Yep.
Dizzy's bringing 6, 12, 24 packs of Sprite. We're just going to go crazy. It's going to be awesome. We're going to just game. And then when we leave, we'll probably all hate each other. But hey, it was good while it lasted. We'll stick to the digital, I think. Nah, we're going to do that. We'll do that one of these days. That's awesome. All because of this freaking game.
One of us will be sprawled out on the couch. One will be sprawled on the floor, just looking all drunk.
Oh, yeah, we'll be fist fighting in the front yard. Me and Kyle will be going at it.
Yeah, I'll be standing up on the table with like a chair in one hand and like a thumb sword in the other, going, "All right, Fritz, come at me."
You're terrible. You're a terrible person. Man.
Rachel's going to walk in and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
The whole house will be trashed.
Val will probably be up on the table with Kyle, and I'll be like, "Well, this is definitely going on YouTube."
Yeah, and I'll be back there with my camera, vlog and everything. This is great content. This is awesome. Hit him again, Kyle.
What?
The stories that will be told. Marvelous. Live from Rachel's house. Yeah, that's the magic of this hobby.
Yep. It's just the magic of the game, really.
Probably more so than any other type of game. And I'm including miniatures, wargaming. I'm including board game. Nothing like a role-playing game makes you more... it's more personal when you're playing. There's more investment when you're playing this kind of game. And when you play a campaign, especially where you're playing with the same people on a regular basis, it's a different experience than any other type of hobby we play in. And I think everybody would agree to that. If you've played miniatures games, you know what I mean. Again, it's the social side of this type of hobby that really is the reason we get together and play. If you think about it, Kyle, it really is.
Yeah, I mean, without it, like I can sit here and play any game I want on the computer and not get any real connection with it.
Or if you were playing with strangers, like you've done in the past, people you don't know, you've never seen, maybe a couple you've connected with. I know that to be a fact. But
yeah, it's always very awkward, and it's kind of like, no, I'm just gonna sit over here and shut my mouth.
yeah. And then when you get into like what we've done here, what we're playing here, even though it's not face to face, it's about as close as you can get. It's a different experience.
Absolutely, hands down. I mean, just night and day from my previous experiences. Absolutely. I mean, I've walked in on missions and like everybody's like, "Hey, welcome," and then yeah, it's that weird awkwardness of who the hell is this guy? What's his purpose here? What's he doing? You don't have that camaraderie that you do here. And, we something for me, like I've always kind of struggled with that of how do I become more than just a set of dice rolls on a screen? I've always kind of struggled with that a little bit, but I think my role play improved once I finally got here. Because if you look back at the earlier missions wherever I was on the Dane, I was kind of very rigid and wouldn't really role play all that much. And then, yeah, all of a sudden I did. And yeah, we just kind of been churning ever since.
Churning, brother, churning. That's why when I was talking before, I couldn't play with strangers. I have. I mean, even you guys were strangers at one point. When I started the campaign, part 2, I lost basically all my original players. The only ones I had, Byron and Patrick were the only ones that carried over from the original. And then Ryan joined, who I've known but never spoke to, so he was new. And then Kyle, and then Rachel. And there was a bunch of other people that were complete strangers with me, who we played a little bit, and I got videos of those sessions too. But they disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. There's like 4 or 5 or 6 people that came into this campaign and didn't last long. For whatever reason. But I forgot what I was going to say there, but you guys stuck with it. So we're getting all sentimental.
Yeah, we're breaking out the old sentimental box, but hey, I mean, it's the truth. I mean, yeah, I didn't really feel any of that shy awkwardness whenever I first came here. Like, there was just something about the group that was kind of like, hey, you don't have to, stand off in a corner or, go stand over there and just, basically do nothing. You can actually interact. And as soon as I started to interact, I still look fondly at the few of those, my first real interactions with Rachel and camaraderie between Dane and Elias there. That helped me a lot to open up. And then whenever we switch characters there, and, that dynamic between Arthurian and Sheppy, those moments, I can honestly sit here and say, at least on Arthurian's part, none of that was scripted. Like, the bulk of the banter between Arthurian and Sheppy was just, live in the moment role play. Some of my most fondest memories of this campaign has been with Arthurian, which was new for me because I didn't really enjoy Arthurian initially. I just, for whatever reason, I just couldn't jive with him there for a bit. And I was struggling to relate to him there. And then, we just started doing this thing. Like, I think I said something to Jess, and Jess is like, don't worry about it. I'll fix it. And then he started role-playing with Arthurian and that clan dagger and all of that. It was just, I could connect to Arthurian on that. And then, over time, he definitely became one of my most coveted characters. Just simply because I played him so long. And speaking of my Sheppy Meister right there, he is.
Hey guys.
Just regaling the people with the story of how you first interacted with Arthurian there. And the bulk of the time, Jess, between Arthurian and Sheppy, it wasn't scripted, was it?
Yeah.
Like the bulk of the time, we just role played it.
We don't have scripts.
Yeah.
No. No, but like, I didn't message Jess going, hey, would this be okay? No, like, we just kind of went and did it, you know?
Yep.
Some of my fondest memories right there was with old Jesse, which, you know, especially at the beginning, I just could not relate to Arthurian. I just couldn't do it. And then, you know, those interactions with Shep finally got my head around who Arthurian was, and we doubled down. And then we found out that my stats were all wonky. That was fun.
You weren't the only one.
Yeah. I was
Just-
like,
Jesse had some as well.
yeah, I was fighting 5th level creatures with 2nd level stats. That wasn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
it wasn't
that's
that bad. Come on, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but when you're only rolling 1 damage dice and doing like 6 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
It did make a difference though when you fixed it. It's like, oh, now we're
Wait a
rocking.
minute, what's going on?
Yeah, and then like we were down past the ghouls. We got past the barricade, and then we got down to that first room with like the big spiral. And I had just fixed it the session before, so yeah, so we were fighting those Grothlets, and this was right before the arena. As a matter of fact, I think this could have been the arena level in the early stages of it. And so yeah, so I fought with Arthurian through all of the ghoul encounter, because I lost Dane right at the beginning of that level. Fought through all those ghouls on those 2 levels, and they were 2 levels over me. And I sit back and I think about it, and I was like, damn, I was kind of badass. Like, I was still hitting, you know, like I was still effective, but I would just get mauled like really quickly. And then as soon as I figured it out, and I think we had just hit 5th level, and I was like, Fritz, I don't think this box is supposed to be checked. And Fritz was like, well, unflick it and see what it does. And then,
Flick it.
yep. And then that's whenever we found out, hey, all of my ability boosts that I thought applied didn't apply.
Mm-hmm.
I think I fought all that time with like a 12 strength. Yeah, that wasn't a party test. That wasn't a party.
No.
I was struggling big time, but yeah, but we got it fixed. And then, yeah, that next session after I fixed it, it's like, wait a minute, here we go now. This is awesome. This is what it's supposed to be like, you know. And then that weapon specialization. That's actually the one thing that I miss on Bjorn, is having that hammer specialization, being able to knock them down.
Yeah.
Because think back to that Javaki fight, Jess. If I had specialization hammers, critical hit, they're knocked prone.
Yep.
Well, he's levitating. He's got to drop. So, yeah.
Well, the nice thing about a fighter is you can always do it again. Find a hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't unlock the specialization until 12th level.
Yeah, well, it's 4 away.
See, this
4,000
is
more.
this is what I don't like about Pathfinder. I absolutely hate when you guys start talking about these synergized feats and things and connecting. Because you know what it makes me think of?
What?
Computer game. It's like playing Kingmaker or something, where that's all you do is you synergize and you take skills and you link them and you get more powerful. That's all it is. And I hate to visualize what I do running this game is nothing more than a computer AI.
Well, it's the system. Can't blame us. It's
It
the
kills
system.
it kills the narrative. It kills the role play when I hear this stuff. I hate it. There's too many feats, no, I don't want to say skills, but too many feats in Pathfinder. It's Feat Finder. And that's what makes it this game of game. A gamey game. I understand why. I get it. I understand fully, but it's not exactly my style of game. Although I love the crunch. But I'm the GM. I put up with it and run a story and tell a narrative and role play. But I don't know. I don't get into that like you do, Kyle and Jesse. You're both so into that. So into it.
Well, you know what? It is the character class, too. Because no other class gets as many feats as a fighter. We get them every other level.
You know, I thought about that too. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is.
Every level.
And it really plays a role with fighters and warrior characters. Not as much with the spellcasters, but even today I'm looking at character sheets for spellcasters, like Rachel's character. And my gosh, there's so many spells. It's ridiculous. And she's only 8th level?
Yeah. So basically, for the spellcasters, instead of having all these feats, you get access to all of these spells, which is way more than the feat list.
It's too much.
But,
It's too much.
Yeah. But and especially like Jess said, fighters kind of, champions don't really have that many feats. Rogues don't really have that many feats, but fighters get access to the most feats, and they're open. There's no specialization tree outside of the weapon that you use. So we kind of have to min-max it. I mean, but I also think we do a pretty darn good job of role playing it out.
We do. We only talk about this stuff before the game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Or I will message you, Jess, and be like, hey, if I pick this, what do you think?
And I'll tell you what,
Yep.
we've had players, and I've seen more players than you guys have playing this game with me, that were like this, that were solid min-maxers. They do this stuff, talk about this stuff during the game. Everything is about optimal gameplay. Optimization of your movements, your actions, your feat choices. Everything has to be optimized, or what's the point? And players like that, guess what, don't last long in our game. Because it's not how we play.
Yeah.
It is not how we play.
I think that ticks some people off. Because that's Pathfinder. That's what it's about. That's what Pathfinder's good at. I don't want to say that's what it's about, because it's not. It's what it's good at, whether it's intentional or not. Pathfinder is good at the min-maxing style of play. And it draws it out of people. You just want to have fun making characters and building these things, because there's all these synergies, to use that word again, going on.
Well,
it's built into the
Look
game.
at the monsters. Look at the monsters and what they can do. They're super powerful. So you have to be on your game, otherwise they're going to kill you.
But it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I would prefer a game where orcs are just as dangerous at the beginning of a campaign as they are at the end of a campaign. Maybe they're a little easier, but they're still a threat, and that's not the case in Pathfinder. You will never fight another group of orcs at this point, because you'll slay them. I hate that. But I get it. There's other games that do that, just that,
You can make your own orcs.
Yeah, you could. You could make them 20th level if you wanted, but that's defeating the point. That's like 1 in a million orc is that good. Unless he's a PC.
Warbot.
I mean, I've made custom creatures for you guys
Excuse
to
me.
fight.
You have.
Creatures, like goblins that were, just your run-of-the-mill goblins for 3rd level start, and I beefed them up, and they were still a pretty good challenge for you, but there's nothing really out of that box, and especially, like, if you look at my 20th level character, he's a god. Like, he's literally godly, Jess. So yeah, like, it would take an army of orcs just to beat him, outside of something being customly made and tinkered and messed with, there's really nothing, no orc would even stand a chance. I would say in my opinion, probably from 5th level on, just because that's whenever the fighters unlock weapon specialization. That's whenever the bards unlock their signature spells.
Okay, you min-maxer, enough. Enough. Let me read the chat.
Oh, my.
Nerd's Nerd. My character deals an extra 1.3 damage per attack on average. Bow before my superiority and fear how much better I am at this game than you peasants.
Hey now. Hey now.
Exactly. Dizzy's stepping out. That's okay, Dizzy. Dizzy's putting in some extra effort behind the scenes for our campaign and our one-shots. So, yeah. Appreciate that. Go ahead, Kyle. Sorry.
Yeah, but I think we do a really good job of whenever, like it comes down to actually playing the game. Like, it's kind of different whenever we're just, like, sitting here bullshitting about it. But it's like as soon as we all get in game, it's kind of like we all set that min-max down. And, that's something else. We play a more role-play intensive game.
We do.
We've been having a lot more combats here recently, but we've been playing like a role-play intensive, what's the characters thinking? And I got some interesting role-play things coming as well, Jess. You might want to be prepared for.
I mean, we could all be like that last guy that we had in here, the monk. I won't mention his name, but we could be like him.
Oh, there's worse than that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. There's worse than us.
But you know what? It's okay because everybody has a different play style. Some people like that. And if you can find a group of people who also like that, you're going to love it. It's going to be just as enjoyable for them as it is for us who focus more on role play. Mm-hmm. Not that we overlook the combat, because we don't. We get really into it, but we do put in that narrative in between and try to do it during combat. Like, please describe your attack, and then we'll figure out the rules, how they work. Just describe what you're doing and I'll decide what rules kick in. Do things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not all role play and just forget everything else. What's the point of playing Pathfinder?
So this is your last game in the house?
Yeah, probably. I only need one more day to move stuff. So if I do it tomorrow, boom, I'm in the other house. If I do it Wednesday, boom, I'm in the house Wednesday. And I don't think I'll stream until I'm moved because...
Yep.
And that's fine with me. So yeah, that'll be that. I've only got to move the bed, the desk, a little table next to me, all my paints, my TV, and of course my cats. So that's a one-day effort. The heat situation is solved. Everything's good. I got everything else in there for the most part. It's a lot. And that's what I've been doing. Jess, so I'll be moved in. Jake's going to love it, man. He's going to love it.
Yep. Well, 12 more days till the baby's born.
Yeah.
Yep.
New gamer enters the arena.
Yeah.
That'll be all about. I got Jake's sweater here I want to give him too when I see him. Compliments of James. Sir Johns. He'll like that. We'll have to get another one.
Christmas present.
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to get another one that fits a infant. A hoodie. Little hoodie for a baby. Watch her get more into the hobby than Jake. She's gonna be a girl gamer.
Yep. It's funny, I was just watching, do you know that chick on YouTube, Sword and Steel?
Yeah.
She does she just put out a battle report a day ago. She plays Admech.
Which one is she? Is she the one up from Iceland who lives in Canada or something? She's got dark long hair.
Yes, real bright red
Glasses.
lips,
Glasses. Yeah.
dark eye makeup.
Yeah. That's her. Oh, I didn't see that. I watch her stuff. She puts on a nice little game. I like to watch her play.
Yep, she's got a battle report. She looks like she has a store.
She does.
Yeah, she's playing in her store with another chick. It's pretty good. I didn't get a chance to finish it, but
okay. Let me wrap this up here. It's 10 after 5. I want to get over to the Abomination Vaults where we should be proper pretty soon. But anyway, I just wanted to do a stream. It is live. And give out a little update on what's going on. You know, I haven't disappeared. I shall return shortly once I get moved into the new studio. And it's kind of like a little update. I appreciate Dizzy coming in tonight, giving me feedback on the campaign. Nerd's Nerd, thanks for chiming in on the realities of Pathfinder. Nerd's Nerd plays Pathfinder, by the way. Maybe one of these days she'll be rolling digital dice with us, but I don't know. She's a little hesitant. She likes the face-to-face, if you know what I mean. That might be a hard sell, but you never know. You never know. This is the place to be, to play Pathfinder. I'm telling you, and it's awesome. Who else? We got Byron there, with his partner in crime, Rosemary. Appreciate the compliments, by the way. And thanks for the rule books, Byron. Fred's Factorium, all the way up there in Sweden. Appreciate the comments as well, my friend. But we'll be back soon, folks. John Longshore, can't forget John. We'll be back once again with more of this madness. We're going to be painting miniatures. We're going to be doing bat reps once again. All kinds of cool stuff. As well as RPG madness and some board games, because I am a board game nerd. History nerd. But that's me. And Ryan and everybody else that joined today, I appreciate it. Stay tuned. There's going to be lots more coming, including tonight. If you're lucky enough to get the link to the show, which I do unlisted, keep your eyes open in your feed. You might see it pop in there. And you'll be able to watch more of our madness tonight, playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So, you want to give a shout-out, Jesse?
Hey, thanks everybody for watching. And, you want to watch our show tonight? We're going to have fun.
It's really not a show.
Thanks for all that stuff, James.
It's really not a show, though, is it? It's just us being nerds playing this frickin' game. Kyle, you there? Kyle?
He stepped out.
Yeah, he did. We got Karma here. Want to give an outro, Karma? She just joined.
Hey everybody, I just joined in because got here, but have a good one and maybe we'll see you later.
Yeah, maybe. We're going to head on over to the Abomination Vaults voice chat now. So folks, thanks for watching. Hang in there, because it's only going to get better. And I'll talk to you guys soon. I have no outro for this. All right, so I'm just going to shut it off. Okay, talk to you guys later.